What's up, guys? So today I just wanted to give you all a different scenery because I'm going to be talking most of the time and I don't want it to be too boring. So today I just want to talk to you guys about how to begin a healthy, balanced lifestyle. It's a balance between being active and also how you eat. So I know this illustration is used a lot for marriage, but I just want to show you guys, everybody should have a goal in mind. You can't just start something without having a goal that you want to reach towards. Alright guys, so as you get started, this is what I want you to think about. So your fitness is going to be like a triangle. You have your goal at the top that you're trying to reach, and it's going to start with nutrition and fitness. You see, nutrition itself is not going to get you to your goal, and fitness itself is not going to get you to your goal. It's a balance between all of that. If you just try to eat well, but you sit on the couch all day, it's not going to be as effective as if you are being active in fitness as well. And if you are just working out, but you're eating horribly and you are just eating pizza, 3 times a day, as much as you want, it's not going to help you reach your goal either. So you want to have a goal in mind. So when you begin, you're going to start with your nutrition and fitness. And it's going to be hard at first. If you're not used to trying to live a healthy lifestyle, so there's going to be some rough patches at first, which is why they're so far apart and why they're so far away from your goal, because you're just getting started. But as you progress, your nutrition is going to become more and more consistent. You're going to have more and more self-control. And you're going to become more motivated to reach your goal when you start seeing progress. And the same thing goes for fitness. Fitness, you're not going to be able to just hop right in because you're not going to be used to it. So you're going to start low. As you progress, you're going to become more and more consistent with your fitness goals, which will lead you to your goal. So it's a balance between fitness and nutrition that's going to help you reach your goal. So the first thing I'm going to talk about to you guys is the nutrition part of the healthy lifestyle, the healthy, balanced lifestyle. So I'll check in with you guys next clip.
This is celebration, this is levitation. Look at how you winning now, this took dedication.
Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is nutrition, like I just said in the previous clip. So the first thing I want to talk about that you need to avoid is fad diets. Now, what fad diets are the Pinterest diets. Please do not go on Pinterest and look up diets, because you're going to find tons and tons of BS things. 7-day cleanse, lose 17 pounds in 7 days, cut out all processed food, cut out carbs and fats, don't eat protein. You're going to find a bunch of diets that, yes, they do work. I'm sure if you follow them exactly, they will work, and you might lose 17 pounds in 7 days. I'm exaggerating, but the thing is, if you try to follow these diets, you're going to end up, heavier than you were when you tried to start. Usually, if you're going on a diet, you want to lose the weight. So if you do a 7-day cleanse and you stick to it, sure, it's going to work. You may shed a few pounds. But here's the thing, guys. After the 7 days, you're not going to know how to maintain that weight that you have lost. So what you're probably going to do is cleanse for 7 days, and then you're going to go back to eating how you were eating, and then you're going to gain all of it back, if not more, because then your body is going to feel restricted from the foods that you couldn't eat. So you're going to go back and eat more of the foods that you weren't able to eat while you were on the cleanse, and that will probably cause more weight gain than the weight you lost. So, a lot of people get sucked into the fad diets, and the paleo diet, I know it does work, and it has worked for many people. But the thing about the paleo diet is that if you're restricted, you can't even eat, bread. So once you get done with the paleo diet, you've lost all of this weight, but you don't know how to maintain it. So what you do is you go back to eating how you were eating, like I just said, and you gain all the weight back, and you might even gain more back. And so it's really hard to maintain those fad diets, and they are fad diets because they sound good, like lose 17 pounds in 7 days. Like I said, I'm exaggerating, but you know what I'm trying to say. They flow together, and a lot of women try these diets. Some men, but mainly women, they want to see the weight disappear just immediately. We've become an impatient country, so fad diets are not the way to go about, you know, trying to change your life. Fad diets are little short-term diets. You can't expect to live and keep the weight off by maintaining this fad diet, because it's not going to work, and you're going to have cravings, and you're going to have foods that are restricted, and it's just not a way that you should go about doing it. So I want to show you all what I do. What I try to do is if it fits your macros. So, nutrition. No fad diets. Please do not do fad diets. The second thing I want to show you guys, or introduce you guys to, if you haven't heard, is if it fits your macros. IIFYM. What macros are macronutrients. So the three macronutrients are your carbs, your fats, and your proteins. They're the biggest part of your diets. So 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories. 1 gram of carbs equals 4 calories. And 1 gram of fat equals 9 calories. Now you may be thinking, why should we even consume fats if they're just going to make you fat? But listen guys, fats are very important to your diet. There are healthy fats and there are unhealthy fats. So if you want to know more about what an unhealthy fat versus a healthy fat is, I would suggest that you look it up online. You can Google unhealthy fat versus healthy fat, and I would explain it to you guys, but I don't want to make this video, you know, too long. I just want to tell you the basics. So if you're interested in more, you can contact me. My email should be in my about box on my channel page, but I will definitely let you guys know the difference between a healthy fat and an unhealthy fat. But basically, fats are very important in your diet because they help regulate your hormones. You don't want to be low on your hormones because that can mess your whole body up. Another thing fats do is help absorb vitamins in your body. So fats are very, very important. Moving on, the next macronutrient is carbohydrates. Now I know a lot of fad diets want to say cut carbs out, cut all the carbs out. But listen guys, carbs are very essential in your diet as well. They store in your body as glucose, and that is the main source of energy in your body. So if you cut out carbs, you're going to have no energy, and it's just going to be very unhealthy for your body. So please do not do a no carb diet or a no fat diet, because that is not healthy and that is not maintainable. The next macronutrient is proteins, and I know a lot of people think proteins or protein shakes make you bulky. Protein shakes do not make you bulky. What makes you bulky and what makes you fat and what makes you overweight and what makes you gain weight is when you are consuming way too much protein, way too much carbs, way too much fat, and that causes a surplus of calories consumed, which means that you are burning less than you are eating. So if you are not as active and if you are consuming way more calories than you're burning, that is going to cause weight gain, and that is going to cause the bulkiness that you were talking about. Protein itself is not going to make you bulky. And I don't know why people think that, but I guess because they see a lot of big meatheads in the gym or around town, and they see them drinking a protein shake and they don't want to look like bulky. Protein is very important in your diet. Saying that you're going to get bulky or you're going to gain weight from protein shakes, it's the same thing as saying you think you're going to gain weight from eating a piece of chicken, because a piece of chicken is just like eating straight protein. So you can't believe all the stereotypes out there. So you want to make sure you consume protein because your nails and your hair are made of protein. I said that in my supplements video. And so you want to make sure that you keep your hair and nails healthy by consuming protein. Another thing is that it helps your hormones as well. It helps produce your hormones, and it helps build muscle, and it helps you maintain your weight, and it helps you maintain your muscle. So protein is very important, and that is probably the most important macronutrient that you need to have in your diet. So, as I just said, the three macronutrients are fats, carbs, and protein. Now, if it fits your macros, the best thing I can tell you to do if you want to start dieting or if you want to start maintaining your weight, maybe you're gaining too much, maybe you just want to maintain it. The thing that you need to do is you need to get this app on your phone, and it is called MyFitnessPal. Now what you need to do for a while is eat how you're eating already and then go ahead and track your food. So on the app, when you open the app, it's going to ask you a lot of questions like what's your weight, what's your goal weight, and then it's going to give you calories. And if you're just starting out, I would go ahead and follow those calories that they give you. But mainly, when you go to the home page, so if you go to the home page, what you want to do is you want to go to more and you want to go to goals. So when you see your goals, my current weight is 125, which I roughly estimated, and maybe my goal weight is 115. And so you put a weekly goal, which I just went ahead and put lose 1 pound per week, and then you go back and you can go to your nutrition. What you want to consume is about 50% of the calories should come from carbs, about 20% from fat, and 30% from protein. So it's going to give you numbers. Like my numbers are protein is 105, carbs 175, fat 31 grams. These are all grams. So what If It Fits Your Macros is you can basically eat whatever you want. It's flexible dieting. And what that means is no foods are restricted, guys. When you restrict foods, that is probably the worst thing you can do, because then your body just wants it even more and you probably will cave and you will go eat the foods, and then you won't just have one Snickers bar or, you know, one ice cream cone, but you're going to have an excess because your body has been craving it for so long that you're just going to be way too excited when you actually do get the food, and you're going to eat an excess of it. Everything is in moderation, guys. So If It Fits Your Macros is basically if you want a Snickers bar, you need to read the label. So let's say it has, I'm not sure what a Snickers bar has, but let's say it has 15 fat and 30 carbs and 2 protein. If it fits in the numbers that you're trying to hit, which you saw that my numbers were 105 protein, 175 carbs, and 31 fat. Well, if that Snickers bar fits within those numbers and doesn't keep me from going over those numbers, then I can have the Snickers bar. So everything is in moderation. So if I have the Snickers bar, what I would do the rest of the day is kind of watch my fats, because that's pretty high in fat. Try to eat lower fat foods and try to get more protein dense foods like, you know, grilled chicken, scrambled eggs, egg whites, you know, just things like that. So If It Fits My Macros is an easy way to diet. You just need to, when you're first starting out, you enter your goal weight and things into MyFitnessPal, and it will give you the numbers, guys. So if you can just try to follow that, and if you can just try to hit those numbers, I guarantee you will see weight loss and you will see progress begin to come. And it's going to take a long time. You can't just expect, if you hit your macros one day, you can't just expect that you're going to lose weight the very next day, guys. It is a process, it is a long process, and it takes a lot of patience. Also, macros are not the only important things. Fiber is not considered a macronutrient, but fiber is very important in your diet. Fiber helps maintain your bowel health, it helps lower your cholesterol levels, it helps maintain your blood sugar, and fiber helps keep you full longer. You roughly need 10 grams of fiber per 1,000 calories you consume. Like an average person, say average female, I would say would need about 15 to 20 grams of fiber a day. And then an average male would need about 35 to 40 grams of fiber a day. So that is just on average. So when you're first getting started with If It Fits Your Macros, it's also going to give you a fiber goal that you also need to try to hit your fiber goal as well. I would go ahead and try tracking your food for a while. Yes, it's a hard habit to get into, but it's very well worth it when you figure out what you've actually been eating, guys. When you track your food and see what you've been eating, it's amazing to see how much you have been eating. When I first started tracking my food, it was incredible for me to see how much I was eating. I was eating a ton of carbs. I was barely having any fat, and my protein was very, very low. So yes, I stayed, you know, I guess you could say in shape, but that's because I wasn't consuming enough of protein and I wasn't consuming enough of fat, and I was consuming an excess of carbs. So it wasn't well balanced like it should have been. And so now that I track my macros, it's a lot easier for me to see what I need to reach. So if you are craving something, if it fits your macros is great, because say you want to go out to eat. Going out to eat is very hard, and it's hard to try to find good options on menus. Say you want to go to McDonald's or something. If McDonald's fits in your macros, go ahead and have it. You know, I don't think that you should restrict any food or any restaurants from your diet, because it's going to make you crave it even more, like I have already said. Just try tracking your macros, because it's really helpful and it's really good for people that crave things. Like me, I crave candy. I love candy, and so I can have candy every once in a while, or almost every day if I wanted, because it fits in my macros. So just make sure that you're also making healthy decisions as well. If you just try to eat unhealthy food the whole day and fit in your macros, it's not going to work. And so it's just all about a balance, and it's all about moderation. It's all about things in moderation. Tracking your macros is one of the best ways to start a diet. Like I said, no foods are restricted. So the third thing I want to talk about is how to stay motivated. Let's say you've tried tracking your macros, you've tried the whole nutrition thing, and you keep failing, you want to give up, and it's just not worth it to you anymore. You need to stay motivated. What motivates me, as corny as it sounds, is sometimes I have to go on Pinterest and I have to look at motivational quotes. When I see those quotes that say, "Tell me I can't and I will," or when I see quotes that say, "Prove them wrong," it really motivates me to keep going. It reminds me that I do have a goal that I want to hit, and it reminds me that I need to keep going no matter what. No matter how down I am, I need to keep going. So motivational quotes are very, very good for me. That's what helps me eat well. That's what helps me keep going to the gym. Next year in college, I do like to paint as well. So I painted a ton of motivational quotes, and I'm going to hang them all over my room. So I know to stay motivated, stay, focused on my goals. So that's one way to stay motivated. Another thing is looking at transformation pictures. There's transformation accounts on Instagram, or you can even look up transformations online. But seeing people transform their lives from really overweight to fit, it really motivates me to know that if they can do it, I can do it. And so seeing their progress just really motivates me to keep trying. And it motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing to reach my goal. Another thing that motivates me is you guys. I started my YouTube in April, and it's been so motivating to me. It's been really a blast to think of videos to do and just record myself working out and to record myself eating right. And it's just really motivational because I'm holding myself accountable by you guys watching me. And you guys watch me, it makes me want to keep pushing forward, keep pushing towards my goals, keep eating well, keep working out, everything like that. So YouTube has been very, very, very motivational for me. And also a bunch of YouTube people that I watch, they have been very motivational as well. I'm subscribed to Nikki Blackketer, Christian Guzman, Max Tuning, Heidi Somers, Chris Jones, Josie May, Humorous Fitness. I just love watching fitness people, and I like watching them work out because that also motivates me to keep pushing as well. So YouTube has been very motivational for me, and so I would honestly suggest that you keep watching YouTube videos because they do motivate you to keep being active, to keep eating healthy. This is going to conclude the first part of the video. I'm going to break it up into 2 parts. So I want to thank you guys for watching. And just remember these 3 things about nutrition. Number 1, do not do fad diets. Please do not do fad diets. As much as you want to do fad diets, please do not do them. Next thing is if it fits your macros. Guys, please try this out. The app is called MyFitnessPal. And just try tracking your food for a while. The next thing is how to stay motivated. You need to stay motivated with your nutrition, especially because it's very hard to make a lifestyle change. People are going to make fun of you. People are going to pick at you, and they may even get annoyed at how you want to eat healthy or start eating right, and they may critique you, but guess what, guys? It's not about what they think, it's about you. It's your life and it's your goals ultimately that you want to reach. So you're gonna have to ignore the people that bring you down, and you're gonna have to find things that keep you motivated, like YouTube, like Instagram, like Pinterest quotes, you know, anything corny like that. You're gonna have to do that to stay above the haters. So that's going to conclude the first part of this video, and so please stay tuned for the fitness part, because I really want to show you guys how to get started in the gym, and even if you don't have a gym, how to get started at home, just how to be active. So I will see you guys next video. Thanks for watching.
Hey.